We are back. Let's get it. Yo, salute to everybody already here in the building. You guys know what time it is. Welcome to the latest installment of the Graphic and Hammer Show. I am one of your hosts, Graphic Raider Man. Salute to the greatest chat in YouTube history. As always, break them thumbs, wipe them feet. That means get those likes up and hit that subscribe button on both channels. Also, got my co-host and my little brother with me. Hammer, what's good, bro?
What up? What up, nation? Y'all know what it is. Your tribal chief is in the building.
Acknowledge me.
Hope everybody's having a great Tuesday wherever y'all are at.
And you are acknowledged, kind sir. And also salute to the greatest chat as always. I see everybody already flocking. Appreciate you guys. We definitely have a lot to talk about today. Raiders made a move yesterday, and I want Hammer's opinion on this. Freeing up, a roster spot. Honestly, we can just start there. We don't really need to there's not a ton to talk about in Raider Nation right now, but the Raiders let go of Carter Bradley. UDFA last year, South Alabama, Gus Bradley's son. Honestly, Hammer, is there really anything to see here? Because we already have 3 quarterbacks on the active roster. We just took Cam Miller in the 6th round. We still have Aiden O'Connell. We know that we made a move for Geno Smith. This isn't a surprise here, right? And with that open roster spot, do the Raiders make a move here? How do you see this thing shaking out? Pause.
Do we make a move? Maybe we bring another body into camp for next week. But really, It's nothing. Bradley, 2nd year, undrafted free agent. Really didn't do anything. He was on the practice squad. That was it. Never active roster, never a regular season pass. No, doesn't do anything for us. Again, I think that it might potentially just open up a spot for a camp body for the next month and a half, what have you. But really ain't much to talk about. Now you got 3 quarterbacks there, and Gino. Obviously, we know it's Gino's job.
Yeah.
You got Aiden O'Connell and you got the other kid, Cam Miller.
Yeah. Once again, this guy never played a snap, you guys, never left the practice squad. Former Toledo, South Alabama product. He does have that big, prototypical quarterback, build. He is our former guy's son, Gus Bradley. But this is a move that the Raiders had to make, and this is not a shocker at all. Once again, we have a deep quarterback group right now with Cam Miller added in this year's draft class. Not a shocker here, man. Salute to him. Once a Raider, always a Raider. Nothing really major here, but we did create one, open roster spot here, and it's going to be interesting to see. In your eyes, Hammer, you're the GM. You're Hammer Spy Tech right now. If you have an opportunity to go pick up someone, are you kind of waiting out, the whole training camp thing, see some cuts? Or are you going to go out there and just bring in a body right now? And if so, what position are you looking at right now? It probably has to be the cornerback group, right?
If there's any position I'm looking at, it's the cornerback position, and that's the point blank period at the end. I mentioned you yesterday or was that Sunday during the live that I did, and hearing you talk about Stephon Gilmore. Wasted talked about him as well.
Yep, Wasted put a whole live out the other day.
Look, for me,
and real quick, you guys, Wasted is okay. I talked to him last night. He is fine. Just a little flooding. Nothing major. Him and his family are good. My bad, brother. Go ahead.
For me, that makes the most sense right now. You bring in a veteran, a guy that could be a mentor to the rest of the cornerbacks in this room right now. We only have one right now that was a starting corner that came back. Hobbs is gone. Jack is gone. It would make the most sense in the world to bring in a guy. I could care less about the age. He still has a lot left in the tank, and Stephon Gilmore, sign me up right now. We still have $33 million in available cap space. We don't have to pay him that much, but you can throw a league vet minimum, throw some incentives in there for him. But I think right now that's really the only move that we need to make. I like our offensive line. I like the depth there. Linebacking room, yeah, we have some vets right now that we signed during free agency. These guys, had we had 3-4 years ago, holy fuck.
Yeah.
But there's a few that are there, a couple of vets that we did sign that will not be there come week 1 of the regular season.
I see our people over at Just Blog Baby put it out there that the Raiders should go get Justin Simmons after this recent move. I'm not against that at all. But you know what? There's a cornerback out there, Hammer, right now that nobody's talking about that the Raiders should go take a look at. Who do you think that is?
It's not Hilton, is it?
It's Jack Jones, baby. He's learned his lesson. Bring Jack back. And let's get this thing rolling, man. No, I'm just messing around. But I mean, honestly, this was the move that, we freed up, got rid of Carter Bradley, and we're just waiting for the Browns to cut Shador so Shador can come home and be a Raider. I mean, this is the move. We're just waiting for Shador to get cut. Come on out to Vegas, learn a little bit more under Geno. We'll be all right, man.
Clearly hasn't learned his lesson already in Cleveland with 2 speeding tickets. I'm not taking that chance. Fuck out of here.
Nah,
too
but
fast, too furious.
Honestly, there it sounds as though now there was a report yesterday that came out about I think what was it, a handful of teams that were potentially interested in bringing in Von Miller. We talked about him yesterday in Coffee and Convo. A guy that is 36, 37, somewhere in that range.
He's up there.
Yeah, but doesn't really want to be too much involved with training camp, which I understand. He's already been a part of 90 of them up to this point. But that would be an interesting pickup because, once again, as much as I'm worried about the depth in that corner group, I'm worried about the same with that edge rusher group. You know what I mean? Because once again, if Tyree doesn't hit that corner this year, if Malcolm can't come back from that injury, if Max is kind of just thrown out there to the Wolves to be the number 1 guy and he's coming off 2 nasty injuries, I think we can use a little bit more help there as a rotational pass rusher. And if Von Miller is gaining some steam right now, his name around NFL circles, I mean, I think the Raiders should throw their hat in the ring. Once again, clear passing downs. Why not go get a guy that's very close with Max Crosby and, he can still get after the quarterback on 3rd downs? Why not?
The fact that you're mentioning this right now, I'm glad I actually have this tab up because I'm looking at currently as it stands the depth chart for defensive end. So we got Max, we got Charles Snowden, we got Ovi Aghofu. I hope I didn't butcher it. You got John Joyner, Malcolm Kuntz, Tyree Wilson, Andre Carter, Jafari Harvey.
Yeah. I like Andre too. I think that he could be something for sure. But
I'm thinking from the standpoint right now with the injury with Christian Wilkins still, we don't know when he's going to be back in full uniform.
Yeah.
I think right now, as it stands, the best option right now on the interior for us in replacement of him would be Tyree.
Yeah.
He definitely has played a lot more on the interior than he has the edge since being in the NFL. I think we just need to figure out in terms of this depth chart who it is going to make this roster at the edge. Like, again, you got Max, you got Kuntz, you got Snowden, Carter. That's 4.
You got Jafari, UDFA. Yeah.
They would have to carry, I think, at least looking on the depth chart for that, or at least for the edge rushers, you got to carry 5, maybe 6.
Yeah. And look, you're looking at potentially 3 guys. I don't know if any of these other guys would actually make this roster. Tyree, Malcolm, Max. You got some UDFAs there. You got Charles Snowden, who performed okay for us last season when everybody went out. But I mean, honestly, we can use some more depth there. We can use another body in that group. So
I wouldn't mind it.
I wouldn't be against that. Or Jadeveon Clowney. We've talked about that a ton as well. I know he's still out there. He's a lot younger than Von Miller. He can play the run, and he'd get you 7 to 9 sacks per season. I mean,
that dude was a one-hit wonder off of one highlight clip.
It's the Michigan game, right?
Yeah, like that's it. Like, NFL career, you haven't stood out to me not once. So yeah.
Nah, facts. Well, I mean, Nation, let us know in the comment section. What do you think we'll do with this open roster spot? Once again, football is back this week, the 17th. The Rooks report, the 22nd. The veterans will be in the building in Henderson. So stay tuned for that. But it does open up one roster spot. Once again, salute to Carter Bradley. I don't think anybody that is a Raider fan or even just a football fan that is very in the know with Carter Bradley would even have thought that this guy would have made this roster. Once again, I still am a firm believer that we're only going to carry 2 QBs. I know a lot of people think we're going to carry 3. So I think he was definitely the odd man out regardless. I think in a perfect world, they would like to put Cam Miller on the practice squad, allow him to develop, have, Aiden be the backup. But we shall see what that competition looks like in training camp. I think that they're going to give Cam every shot in the world to go out there and beat Aiden O'Connell out. Because once again, I mean, he's on an expiring contract coming up soon as well. Aiden has one more year next year?
What is this, year 3?
Year 3. So he has his 4th year is next season.
Yeah.
So, in a perfect world, you have, him locked down, Cam Miller locked down for the foreseeable future, and you can move on and not have to pay Aiden, which I don't think it would cost an arm and a leg anyway, but we shall see. But once again, salute to Carter Bradley. I also wanted to go over this interesting article from Sports Illustrated. They mentioned Dylan Parham. So, he's kind of a polarizing figure in Raider Nation. A lot of people love him. A lot of people are like, what? He was the first pick of that former regime with Josh McDaniels and David Ziegler. I think that this situation where, with Brennan Carroll and Chip Kelly, I think this is going to be more of a system that is tailor-made for his skill set. We shall see, to be determined. We know that they're really high on Jordan Meredith, and it sounds as though there will be a battle there for that guard spot. But they put it out there, man, that this is what they had to say over at Las Vegas Raiders on SI. Salute to Michael Canelo, I believe. Raiders have a good problem with Dylan Parham. The Las Vegas Raiders offensive lineman Dylan Parham can have a market for him before the start of the season. We go on to talk about, how, Jordan Meredith's in the building. We went and drafted Caleb Rogers, the depth on that O-line. We went out and got Alice Kappa. I'm not going to read the entire article here, but the problem with the Raiders, and this is what they had to say, is what are they going to do with Dylan Parham? Because if they do not start him, there will be a market and a possible trade for him to start for any other team. Parham has been a solid starter for the Raiders since being drafted by the team. Last season, he was injured, but before that, he was a starter his whole career. So salute to Hondo. He went on to say Dylan Parham is going to get his chance to compete everywhere. He can play 3 interior spots, but coming out of minicamp, I do not see him unseating Jordan Meredith. I do not see him unseating Jackson Powers-Johnson or DJ Glaze. So the question is, can the Raiders have to ask themselves, are they comfortable with Caleb Rogers? And do we keep Dylan because he is a high-quality player? Question mark. There's going to be a trade market for him. I personally would not trade him, but he's going to have another deal coming up soon. Salute to them over at Sports Illustrated. There's no reason to trade Dylan Parham, and I don't know what they're talking about in regards to a market. I don't think that he actually had. We kind of talked about this off screen, and Hammer, you said it first, like what market, right? I don't know what kind of market he truly has, but I will say this: you don't move on from a guy that's on a rookie deal, and once again, yes, his deal will be coming up soon as well. He has this year and next year left on his deal, but a guy that is versatile. You can play both guard spots. He could be the backup for JPJ, which I've always said that I would prefer him to be there as the backup at JPJ. And if he wins one of those guard spots, great. But he is a versatile weapon on that O-line. I don't see the Raiders making a move already. Is because we're kind of thin already at the guard spot already anyway. Got Jordan Meredith, which we like a lot. But once again, can he continue to replicate what he did last year? You got Caleb Rogers. He's a rookie, right? So Alice Kappa, the worst guard in football last season, which I'm hearing really good things about him up to this point, but we'll see if he can revitalize his career. But I don't really see a market for Dylan Parham, little bro. And also, why move him? He's on a rookie deal. He's inexpensive. And also, he's a versatile guy that can back up JPJ in a pinch. I thought that he was always going to be better suited as a center at the NFL level anyways. And they've had him at the guard spot. We took JPJ last year in the second round. He's our center of the future. But how do you feel about the situation?
It's funny because there's another name that can be thrown in the mix with this as well. But realistically, it's very unlikely that either one of these guys are traded the trade value for them, the trade interest is very, very highly unlikely. That's Thayer Mumford as well.
Oh, yeah.
There has been suggestions of Thayer Mumford as well, but these are suggestions from the media. These are suggestions from the outside of Henderson, Nevada.
Yes.
I don't see either one of these guys going anywhere, expiring contracts, and again, very low interest. Who's calling Spytech for either one of them right now?
And you know what's funny, Hammer? Did you see the report on Andre James? It looks as
I saw something. I refused to open it.
It looks as though
is it pretty much like
it looks as though the Chargers are already kind of pissed off about picking him up in free agency. So it looks as though he's not at this point, right? It's still early in the game.
Yeah.
Not going to be the starting center. And it looks as though they may move their guard, Zion Johnson, a young kid out of Boston College, to the center position.
Buyer's remorse.
Yeah. So, once again, just because you were a starter your entire career does not mean that you have a market, you guys. It does not mean you have a market. Dylan Parham being the starter means that, once again, and this is no knock to him, he could start this year and be really a really good player for us. But has he started on a bad O-line these last few seasons, Hammer?
Yes.
He started on a bad O-line. So yes. I don't know if it's more about Dylan Parham and more about just the organization as a whole and them not being able to put an offensive line together. But honestly, what are we doing here? Where is the market?
If there's any offensive lineman on the squad right now that they would be ringing the phone for, another one that's in the final year of his contract,
yeah,
they would be calling for Kolton Miller. That's another reason. That's another reason when I did that live on Sunday saying that we need to pay him. This is another reason I'm saying we need to pay him now. Let's figure this shit out. Even if it's a 3 year, $65 million contract with 35 to 37 million guaranteed, fucking sign him right now.
Yeah. Yeah. And once again, you did bring up Mumford. I'm excited to see. I've heard he was getting some starting reps at the guard spot in mandatory minicamp and OTAs. I heard he was out there getting some first team reps. So it's going to be interesting to see. He's definitely not going to be the starting right tackle with DJ Glaze out there, man in that spot. And then once again, he's not going to be starting left tackle with Kolton Miller and us drafting Charles Grant. So I think that Mumford right now is looking at one of those guard spots, and he's going to probably pinpoint one of those and go all in at trying to find one of those spots. So, but Dylan is on a rookie deal. He has not been a bad football player by any means, you guys. There's no reason to move him just for the sake of moving him. And once again, he's a versatile guy. Injuries happen, especially on the O-line, year in and year out. We've seen it as Raider fans constantly. There's no reason to move on from him. And once again, what does a market look like? I don't know what market that they're speaking about. But once again, you never really truly know. And this is what they had to say real quick, Hammer. Chargers quickly learned what Raider fans knew all along about Andre James. Las Vegas got rid of their veteran center at just the right time. This is coming from Just Blog, baby. Let me see. Chargers refused to give former Raider Andre James a chance. Chargers fans initially were excited about James' arrival as they felt they had found their new starting center. However, this has been proven not to be the case as James is currently second on the team's depth chart. To make matters worse for James, the Chargers' interior offensive line was so bad last season that head coach Jim Harbaugh is swapping center Bradley Bozeman and left guard Zion Johnson. Now Johnson will be the team's center and Bozeman will start at left guard. So we know they had that great 1-2 punch at the left tackle and right tackle position, but it looks like they're in an influx here with the interior of their O-line, and it looks like Andre James is already out of favor there as the starting center. So, but we shall see when the pads come on. Football's a little bit different, right? A lot different. Yeah. But hey, salute to Andre James. Hey man, it's grass ain't always greener, brother. The grass ain't always greener. Salute to Dan. Appreciate you, brother. I'm becoming a member. I don't know what channel it is, but we definitely appreciate you. If you guys want to become members on both sides, hit the links that are pinned up top. And once again, it helps keep Shieldmore's lights on over here on YouTube. Appreciate you, Dan, my brother, everything you do for the channel. And salute to S. Dot, my dog. Swap his ass out. And I knew S. Dot, if he was here, he was going to have something to say. We're going to trade. We're going to trade in my Desi Banks voice. Salute to my guy, S. Dot. Always has something to say about the trenches on the offensive side of the ball. Salute to my guy, S. Dot. Hey, Raider Hater, real quick. The system was Ashton Genty. We're going to run our opponents to dust. Talk! Raider Hater. Salute to my guy. Go ahead, brother.
So I just pulled up PFF and I'm looking at Parham's numbers from 2022 to now, and he definitely has gotten better over his first 3 years. So let's just talk about last year's numbers. Overall grade 74.3, which was ranked 24th out of 136 guards. Passing block grade 67.5, which was 45th out of 136. Run block 75.6, which was 18th out of 136. Not bad. Like, could he potentially draw interest? Maybe.
I'm just talking about the market right now.
Yeah, there's no market now.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't heard anything of it about any teams potentially having some type of interest in Dylan Parham. Once again, would it make sense? Yeah, he's on a rookie deal right now. He has this year and then he has next year. And then you can kind of cut ties or you can extend him if it works out. But once again, I just don't see. Let me say this. Maybe there's no value with him in the trade market right now, but I don't think there's any value within the Raiders moving on from him. Like for what? He's a guy that can start for you, and he's probably going to be the starting left guard for you. He probably is. And I think he'll be better suited there. But with JPJ at center in year 2 and Kolton Miller back fully strength at left tackle, I think that he'll have a good season for us. I don't think there's a reason to move on from him. Once again, Meredith can steal that spot. Mumford can steal that spot. To be determined, we shall see. But I just don't see a need for it. And once again, I don't think there's too much value, but I think the Raiders hold the value here because why would you move on from him just for the sake of moving off? What are you going to get for Dylan Parham right here? Like right now, what are you getting from a late round pick?
A very late round pick.
Yeah, he's a former 3rd round pick. He hasn't played at an all-pro level or a Pro Bowl. I mean, what are you getting for him? Like, why? This is the same conversation that we have with Michael Mayer. It's like, why move on from him just for the sake of moving on from him? One's a 2nd round pick, one's a 3rd round pick. I understand that, but why the hell do you just move on just to move on? Doesn't make any sense to me. That's his graph is going to find out when the middle is clogged. The F up on Parham's side. Laugh out loud. We shall see S-Dot. But once again, I'm just not going to move on from Dylan Parham because S-Dot can't stand him. And, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Salute to my guy, David Zahn, in the building as well. Always good to see our brother. Mr. Flores says, damn, I guess I'm the get off my lawn old guy, but these new user names bug me. Yeah, it's like, I don't know who I'm even talking to. You know what I mean? I know this dork right here. That's the only one I know. You know what I mean? The Mr. Gray Dot himself. But it's kind of difficult to gauge who we're speaking to in the chat now because, the YouTube disrupting the algorithm. So
what did they do? What exactly is it that they did? Because
they changed the names. So it's like numbers. I don't know how the hell they did it, bro. From what I heard too, you could potentially refresh your YouTube or something. It goes back to your initial name. I don't know, but we shall see. Adam says, I would move on from Kappa before anyone else. Adam, you got to give him the chance to redeem himself. Yeah, he had a terrible year last year, but that old line was terrible in Cincinnati as a whole. And Kappa was, really, really good in Tampa Bay. It was time out there. Give him an opportunity. You know what I mean? Like, give him a chance. It looks as though, from what I've been told, speaking to a few of the players and guys that I know out there, that he's already been a leader in the locker room in the offseason. He's building that camaraderie and that chemistry with the guys on and off the football field. You always want, a guy like Alex Kappa that is a kind of getting up there in age, but an older, elder statesman, Hammer, that can help these young guys. We have a young offensive line. We have DJ Glaze in year 2, JPJ in year 2, Dylan Parham in year 3. Kolton's a veteran. Jordan Meredith is, kind of middle of the pack there. But Caleb Rogers, Charles Grant, you always need a guy like an Alex Kappa in the room to help, put that thing together. So I'm going to give him every chance in the world to go out there and win that spot. Definitely.
So I see a question in the chat. Let me get to it. Here we go. Afternoon Graph and
Rick, our dog.
Afternoon Graph and Hammer. Do you think the contract Garrett he signed yesterday will reset the market? No, because I'll tell you right now, I'm doing my math on this off the top of the dome, and his average is $32.5 million a year. No way in fuck is Jacoby Myers getting money in that ballpark. And I've talked about this before. The recent contract that he signed with us was a 2-year, $24 million deal.
Yeah.
Do the math, 2 years, 24, you're looking at fucking $12 million a year. I will up it by maybe excess of $3 to $5 million a year,
Yeah.
I will try to keep it under $20 million a year. But he is not, and I've talked about this before, with the new contracts that a lot of these guys have gotten in recent years, within the last year or two, Justin Jefferson, Amon-Ra St. Brown, T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, those are the elites.
Yeah. Yeah.
Respectfully, this is one of our guys.
Hammer, Garrett deserves that. Like,
yeah.
And you know more than anybody. You live in the tri-state area, right? He has played for some bad quarterbacks. I think every year he's had over 1,000 yards receiving. I mean, look, this dude would be Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson-esque if he had a quarterback situation, out there with the Jets. So you look at this contract, you're like, fuck, a 4-year, $130 million, $90 million guaranteed, $14 million signing bonus, $20 million option bonus in the second year. You look at it, you're like, what in the hell is going on? You got to pay somebody. He has thugged it out. There was so many talks about him wanting to leave the Jets and him being very unhappy, with his time out there because he's not getting the football. They're losing a ton. This dude is a phenomenal wide receiver, you guys. I'm telling you now, watched him very closely at Ohio State. The dude is a stud. He deserves every dollar of this because, once again, he thugged it out with the Jets. And now he has his former quarterback from Ohio State, Justin Fields. They have a great head coach out there. I'm expecting the Jets to be a good team this year. I'm not saying great, but I expect them to be a good football team. And I expect them to actually get better on the offensive side of the football. So salute to Garrett Wilson. But once again, Rick, I don't think that this matters at all. Jacoby, up to this point, has been a high-end wide receiver too. Okay. He was thrusted into that role last year because we moved on from Devontae Adams. So he was forced to be the wide receiver one. Now with Brock going into year 2, he will, just like he was last year, will be the focal point of this offense with Genty in the mix. Jacoby is not going to be looking anywhere near that kind of money. And once again, you look at the production, his first year last year, over 1,000 yards. It's going to be a lot cheaper. MG says Jacoby 2 years, 32 million.
I'm fine with that. I'm perfectly, that's 16 on average. Guarantee him about $18, $19 million. Why the fuck not? Sign me up for it now. And
I don't know if he would, but I agree with you, Hammer. And give him some incentives. If you get over 1,000 yards again, throw a couple more mil at him. If he gets a Pro Bowl, throw a couple more mil at him. Put some heavy incentives in there.
Rob, you mentioned TJ Watt just now. Salute to the resident meathead of Raider Nation, Rob Cisneros. A second rounder. Wait for it. A second rounder and Tyree Wilson. But you got to fucking lock a contract extension in there for TJ Watt. That will be a very expensive 40 defensive line, but defense wins championships, and I'm here for it.
You know what? Hey, resident meathead. If the Pittsburgh Steelers agree to take Christian Wilkins' contract off our hands, hey, I'll do it. Swap him. Take Wilkins at this point because we don't know what we're going to get with him. And, we'll take TJ Watt. Throw in Tyree as well, which it won't happen, but I'm all for it. But, $40 million for what, a 31-year-old pass rusher who's dealt with some injuries as well. We would be unstoppable with TJ Watt. But then at this point too, Malcolm Kuntz is looking like, hey, over here. Like, hey, the guy that signed the 1-year hometown discount. What are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? So, but it is what it is, man. And Robert, yes, man, maximum wattage. That would be sick. That would be sick. And look, what's funny, man? I think I actually put that together. Salute to Rob. Maximum.
Wow.
Yeah. So there you go. Salute to Rob, my guy. Salute real quick to my dog Daniel, man. Gifting 5 OLV Raiders Network memberships, my brother. I appreciate you. Salute to all the new members in the building. Because of our guy, Daniel. Green Dot Gang is growing heavy. And if you guys want to become a member of both sides, make sure you hit the links that are pinned up top. Go ahead, Hammer.
And for those 5 new members over there at Oak Las Vegas Raiders Network, wait for it. Welcome
to the dark side.
Love it. Salute to Unc, man. Our guy, Mr. Violator himself. Get some questions in, you guys. Let's have some fun. Salute to Fred as well. Dealing away Jacoby after having garbage quarterbacks in playbook is disrespectful. We're not talking about dealing away Jacoby. We're talking about make it make sense to bring him back, Fred. We're not saying trade Jacoby. It has to make sense. You have to pay Jacoby for what kind of production you're getting. Also, you're paying him for leadership, right? He's a guy that these young guys, can learn a ton from. But we're not saying trading him, dealing him away. He'll be 29 years old this year. What are we paying Jacoby? What are we paying him?
Fred. What the fuck are we talking about?
I don't know. Salute to Fred, though. That's our guy. But we're not being disrespectful at all. We expect. No, let me say this. I'm not going to say expect. We fully understand people wanting Jacoby to get a deal. We are two guys ourselves who agree that Jacoby definitely deserves an extension. But you have to look at the grand scheme of things, Fred. Oh, he said, I've seen that elsewhere.
Okay. I was about to say, we're talking about giving him an extension. We're talking about trying to keep him here. Like,
it just has to make sense. But you also just drafted, Hammer, a guy in Jack Besh who has the exact same skill set as Jacoby Myers outside of being able to throw a football here and there. So I'm just saying, phenomenal blocker, great route runner, sure hands. I don't find a coincidence in that. I don't. And if they do extend Jacoby, I am happy for it. I'm definitely happy for it. But once again, man, let's just see. I would like to start this season, give Kolton Miller a deal immediately, and just see where Jacoby is. If he can continue to, make his way up like he did last season, over 1,000 yards, then we can revisit this situation. Jacoby's not forcing the Raiders' hands at all either, you guys. Like, that's the great thing about this. Jacoby's not forcing the Raiders' hand. He said, look, I want to be here. I would love to remain a Raider. He understands it's a business. His people are going to work with the Raiders and try to figure out what's best for both parties. But until then, man, let him go out there and play some ball, and we'll see. Kolton is the guy with no guaranteed money left on the books, and he plays left tackle, okay? He plays left tackle. He literally protects the blind side of our quarterback. Like, Jacoby, yes, he needs to be a Raider, but Kolton Miller needs to be a Raider unless Charles Grant just goes out to training camp and becomes a fucking monster in year one, which I don't expect that to happen. It's going to take some time because he is a developmental talent out of William and Mary. So once again, get Kolton situated first, and then we can talk about, I think he's third in the pecking order. I think it's Kolton, Daniel Carlson, and then Jacoby Myers. Honestly.
Kickers, excuse me. Kickers don't make that much.
No,
now.
It'd be easier to get it done.
So it's like, let's get that done. But top priority, 1,000% is Kolton Miller, the anchor of that offensive line, the longest tenured veteran on that offensive line. He's been a captain for this offensive line for years. He's a great leader. He can definitely help develop these young kids behind him as well.
Yeah.
He wants to be here. Like, Max, if you're watching, get him on the rush and let him say exactly what you said, and hopefully a deal gets done quick. Like, I'm out of guaranteed money. Like, the fuck.
Yeah. But once again, he's out there every single day. He's not complaining. He's doing all the media stuff, all the fun videos, the social media stuff. Kolton does not look bothered at all. You know what I mean? So, and I think that maybe he's feeling like that also because I don't think he's too much worried. I think the Raiders will take care of him. Once again, you cannot be betting on Charles Grant to be a guy for you this year or next year.
No.
So it's going to take some time.
At the same time, like, look, Spytech made it perfectly clear when OTAs were going on and he wasn't there. Mm-hmm. He is not going to talk about the negotiations. He's not going to talk about this contract publicly.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about this right now, and I just kind of clicked. Might not be talking about it, and we're less than a week away from the vets reporting to camp. Who's to say that a deal is not done before the veterans have to report?
Yeah, and we shall see.
They are not behind closed doors right now trying to figure out what is going to work.
Yeah. Dan, look, I have to disagree with you, brother. Carlson's money is not going to look like Jacoby's money. That market's going to look different. I don't know what Jacoby is going to be asking for, what the price point is. But also, Carlson's deal can get done pretty quick. It's not easy to even find a middle of the pack kicker. We got Carlson that at times looks like a top 3 kicker in football. You got to take care of him. You know what I mean? Like, Jacoby plays a position where, once again, we drafted a few guys. Where's Tommy going to be in the mix? Tommy Touchdown. Like, we don't know how he's going to be implemented into this offense. Jacoby is definitely a keeper, you guys. We're not trying to act as though Jacoby does not deserve a deal. I just think the pecking order is easy. It's Kolton Miller because he plays left tackle, and he's been a really, really good, serviceable left tackle for us up to this point. He's a veteran, one of the last Oakland Raider guys we have in the building, but also Daniel Carlson plays the kicker spot. We've seen the Niners lose Super Bowls because they couldn't fucking kick the goddamn ball. And it's going to be easier. The money's going to be easier, so
let's talk about that real quick. Let's dissect this real quick. And we're going to do this incredibly quickly because, again, it's a kicker. No disrespect to them.
No disrespect at all.
4-year deal, $18.4 million contract extension in 2021, which runs through this season. Contract includes a $4 million signing bonus and a $10.2 million guaranteed. So 4-year, $18.4 million. Let's up that bitch a little bit. 5 years. I'll give you 5 years, $25 million with, I'll give you 12 to 13 million guaranteed.
I'm not mad about that.
Done.
I'm not mad. And then you lock down a top 5 at times, top 10 kicker in football. I'm not against that at all. Not against it at all. Salute to everybody here in the building, man. Wipe them feet, y'all. Break them thumbs, all that good stuff. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are not subscribed yet. Once again, for those who are wondering why we're talking about Jacoby, again, we've talked about him a million times this offseason. We were talking about Garrett Wilson's contract that he just signed with the Jets, and Rick was wondering if that would affect the bottom line with Jacoby Myers, and it will not. They're two different players. One is getting paid wide receiver, one money. Jacoby, I don't know what that thing will look like in regards to money. Yeah, pause if necessary, or pause. But no, that won't affect Jacoby's contract. So, and also for those who didn't see as well, and we're going to talk about this on tonight's AFC West show, Ian Rappaport put it out there that Trey Smith, the guard, Pro Bowl guard for the Kansas City Chiefs, just signed a crazy deal. What was it? A four-year, $94 million deal, $70 million guaranteed. So he is now the highest paid guard in football. 4 years, $94 million deal, $70 million guaranteed. So another reason to not move on from some of our young guys, like these guards are going to be getting paid a shit ton of money. You still got Dylan Parham on 2 more years. That's a lot of money, man. That's
70 million guaranteed, bro.
70
million guaranteed. Oh, fuck.
Salute to Ski Mask, my guy. Seems like they're going to see how Besh and DTJ develop and perform this year, then make the decision to re-sign Jacoby or not at the end of the year. Let's get Kolton and Carlson signed first. Salute to my guy, Ski Mask. I definitely agree with you, my brother. I appreciate you on a $10 special. Salute to you. I agree. Get Kolton and Carlson out the way, and then we can kind of see where the young guys are, and then we can gauge if we're going to bring Jacoby back and what that would look like in terms of money. Salute to Raider Header. Week 1, we beat New England 24-17. Strong running, short passes, good defense. Plane ride home. East Coast kisses our ass. Talk. Hammer, how you feel about that East Coast hatred? I personally, being from the West Coast, love it. How do you feel about being from New York and hearing that? Salute to our guy. So that's that. I think Shedrick Jackson might get more burn than Tommy Touchdown because Jackson is fast like Bo and runs a 4.2, 4.3. I could be wrong. We shall see. Only time will tell. And you know what's crazy, S-Dot? We really have not heard a ton about Tommy up to this point. Haven't heard a ton about him. We know the pads will be on this week, so we'll get a better idea where he is with his development. But it looks as though he was getting a ton of reps there in the special teams. And on that first depth chart, unofficial depth chart, they had him as the kick returner, I believe, right? Starting as a kick returner. So I don't know where he's going to be in terms of on the offensive side of the ball, but we shall see. 1 second, y'all.
Brave just asked, is Jack, but I haven't heard anything. And they, 30 second rounders still have not signed.
Yeah.
30 still have not signed. It sucks. This is something that more or less has to do with the league. And then some of these players' agents kind of squawking. It's not the players, man. These are all young kids. They just got to the league. Like,
hey, Joseph, it's funny. I was talking about that the other day. As my dog just opens the door by herself and leaves the back door open. I was talking about this with somebody the other day. I forgot who it was. It was somebody that worked for some college football program. I forgot who it was. we were laughing about that because Shador definitely did tell me to my face. So what are y'all gonna do? You gonna move up to get me? You gonna trade Max? And I said, Shador, come on, man. Like, we're not gonna move Max, brother, to go get you. Like, that's not necessary. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, we got a ton of draft capital. If we decide to move up, we'll just use draft picks. And he was like, oh yeah, you guys do have a whole ton of draft. Yeah, we have a ton of draft capital. So, but either way, Shador falls to the 5th round, and now he's 4th on the depth chart with the Cleveland Browns, at least for the time being. So we'll see where that is. I'm still rooting for Shador, regardless if he thought that it would cost us Max Crosby to get him. So let me see. So salute to everybody here in the building. As always, everyone will be signed by August 27th. That's when final rosters have to be turned into the league. Salute to Kenny. Yes, Key. Kolton Miller went to Roseville High. Let's go. Sacramento pay him. Yes. And I'm in constant communication with his brother. Salute to my guy. He works for Sac State. He does their football, social media stuff. I met him at the Shrine Bowl. We kick game a lot. When I get back home to Sacramento, I'm going to be kicking it with Colton's brother a ton. They are literally, bro, twins, dog. Like, they look exactly the same, but one is like 6'9", and the other one's like fucking 5'11". So it's crazy. Salute to Keegan. Let me see. What you laughing about?
Daniel, can
you imagine moving Max for what is now the Browns? We'd have to move to the UFL. Yo, NYC Raiders says Sauce just signed $120 million 4 years.
So it was a matter of time, and this is something that I've heard on the New York sports talk radios for the last couple of months. Like, these guys were going to have to be locked in with the Jets respectively, and it was just a matter of time before both these guys in Sauce and Garrett Wilson got their contracts. Like,
yeah,
both have really outperformed. They both have done phenomenal jobs for the organization. Just shitty teams that they were on, but well-deserved for both of them. Much respect to both of them, most definitely.
Highest paid cornerback in NFL history now. Salute to Sauce Gardner, all-pro corner, gets a shit ton of money. The numbers I don't think are out just yet, but we'll see. We'll see where they are. I don't see Rappaport with the actual numbers, but hey, well-deserved, man. Him and Ice Spice are going to have a fucking ball tonight. Salute to Sauce Gardner. Let me see. Hopefully, Besh holds in and not holds out. Salute to Alzado. I want to pause you for that for some reason. I'm going to pause. I do believe that there's a rule that applies to this, Hammer, that if he doesn't sign, he can sign a waiver and he can still be a part of the training camp.
There is a way of finagling it and him being able to be there for the start of training camp. I saw something about it the other day. It should be good. Where was he overall in the second round? Besh, where was he selected overall in that second round?
Wasn't he in the end of the because we moved back twice.
So what kind of money? I wish I could really remember, because I normally remember, like,
I'm looking right now.
Yeah, because they've changed it significantly over the last couple of years. Like, first rounders used to get fucking bags.
Yeah, he was the 58th overall pick, so he was kind of on the back end of the second round. Remember, we moved back twice and we picked up some additional third rounds picks and shit like that. So didn't we?
They got to figure this out quickly.
Yeah, but did we pick up 2 third round picks moving back twice, or was it a third round pick and something else?
I think it was
because we moved 1 third round pick for Geno. That was the Devontae pick, so we still had a third round pick,
right?
And we only had 2 third. No, we got 1 third round pick because we still
got
1.
Somebody in chat, Paper Chase said it's 2/3.
Okay, so it was 2/3. Okay,
so the tail end of the second round though, fucking O'Connell, 3rd round, right?
O'Connell,
3rd. Yeah, was he a 3rd?
5th. Well, 4th or 5th round pick.
He's getting like $1 million a year.
Aiden?
Yeah, he's getting like a little over $1 million a year in his contract.
I could have sworn he was in the later. He's a 4th round pick.
I think for Besh, normally they're locked in for 4. You can give him like a 4-year, $12.5, $13 million contract.
And this is who?
For Besh.
Okay.
And
I don't even know what that money even. I haven't even done my homework on what these guys are getting. I just know
it's changed significantly because back in the day, like the first rounders used to get bags, and then they came down on that shit. It's like you're paying these guys all this fucking money.
Yeah,
you don't even know what they're gonna do at the next level, and it was just astronomical. Like it was asinine money that they were really fucking getting. And
Aiden was the fourth round, 135, and I remember because we were all drunk at Barcode Cody's. And I trolled Stu that we got him earlier than we did, and then we ended up still getting him. So it was hilarious. Salute to my brother Mikey, man, real quick, man. He just called me and shot me some dope, some dope news, man. My dog is expecting a son. Salute to my brother Miguel out there, man, out there in my hometown of Sacramento. Salute to my brother. Everybody in the chat, if you guys can, shoot my dog some prayer hands. Him and his beautiful family have another boy on the way, man. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing, man. Salute to Rio. My guy, man. Salute to Mikey, my dog.
Congratulations. And a new addition to the Goff family. Him and his beautiful wife, Kristen, gave birth to a baby girl, Romy Isabel Goff. So congratulations to them as well. Not Raiders, but they're in the NFL. And at the end of the day, NFL is family. So congratulations to him and his wife.
Practice squad, 716.
Absolutely.
Practice
and we actually talked about both of these guys when we did our breakdown and our cuts about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. So yeah.
So then NYC. Yeah, man, Max is about to drop an EP. It sounds like it's already done. So my boy said, you know what, he's getting back to the rap shit. For those who remember Max, he used to put records out back in the day. So my dog is just doing side quests at this point. He's just like, look, I got all the money in the world. I have a dope podcast, beautiful family. I'm just gonna do side quests at this point. He on some Grand Theft Auto side quest shit. So the Max, we'll see what it looks like. I'm definitely gonna check it out.
That sounds better than Waller's. Fuck, did I say that out loud? Shit.
Yo, nasty work, my guy. Salute the Raiders USC gifting 5 OLV Raiders Network memberships as well. My dog, we appreciate you, brother Hammer. You do the honors, King.
Welcome to the dark side.
I love that shit. You know what?
Welcome.
I'm turning that into Unk's fucking text tone when he texts me from here.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. That's dope. And for those who don't know, that was when Unk was in the elevator with Ashton Genty on the social media video, right? With him and Rilla.
Yep.
Yeah, so salute to that, man. That's dope. Salute to USC. I appreciate you, brother. Once again, if you guys want to become members, hit the link on both channels. It's up top, both pinned on both sides. It definitely helps us keep the lights on over here, man. Salute to Raider Hater. Once again, serious question. Will Geno be Rich Gannon 2.0? And I don't want to hear we'll see. What do you honestly think? I mean, Raider, we'll see. I can't guarantee you anything, brother. I've never even seen this guy have one snap in a Raider uniform. I've never seen him in Chip Kelly's system. What is Chip's offense going to look like? I don't know. I'll say this. I hope because Rich was 34 when he came over to the Raiders. You know, he ended up being an MVP and ended up going to a Super Bowl. I hope.
Did you just say you haven't seen him in a Raider uniform yet?
Well, I mean, I'm talking about in action.
Oh no! I'm just saying, like we have Geno in a Raider uniform, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, I mean in action.
Finally, no more Photoshop. None of that bullshit that people keep drawing up. Look, Geno in silver and black. Finally.
but Raider, look, I got love for you, brother. But I feel like he was low key trying to punk me right there, man. Like you shoved me in the chest. I don't want to hear. We'll see, bro. What do you want from me? What are we doing here? Salute to my guy, man.
We actually talked about his numbers over the last couple of seasons, especially when it comes to 20+ yard balls, pause if necessary. And how really, really good his numbers are there. And we were talking about that in association with having our young rookie receiver and Dante Thornton.
Mm-hmm.
This dude is going to blow the top off that fucking stadium, man. Just wait and see. Like with Carroll, his numbers had him in top 10 categories at the quarterback position. Now he's reunited with Uncle Pete. Yeah. I'm here for it 1,000%. If we had a different coach, we had a different offensive coordinator, I would have been like, what the fuck are we doing right now?
Yeah.
But I'm here for this.
Rob, side note, I do believe that Lesnar is going to return. Salute to the tribal chief himself for popping back up last night. Hammer, did you see it, or am I just throwing?
I watched it. I watched it early this morning, and I was like, "Holy shit!" I was very happy.
WWE shop they're slick. They put one of Lesnar's shirts back up for sale quietly. So I'm expecting potentially some fireworks with Lesnar at SummerSlam. We'll see though. We'll see.
Do I need to? I wish that I would have made. Yeah, I wish I would have made a shit ton of money in the month of June with YouTube because I would have bought some SummerSlam tickets. I would have been there in a heartbeat.
Them shits cost an arm and a leg.
Now it looks like it's gonna be really, really good. So
it ain't like All In, bro, where you can spend $30 and go in there and sit wherever you want. But it was dope. Salute to Adam. Can't wait to see this O roll. This is facts, my brother. I cannot wait to see what this offense looks like. He says, I'm just trying to get Raider Nation excited. It's all love, my brother. I'm messing with you, man. Salute to my guy on the $5 special, man. The last time I had a feeling of a quarterback on the Raiders was Campbell. Damn, it's been a long time, man. That's a long time, my brother. And you know, we thought that we had something there, and it didn't really, didn't he get injured, I believe, and then we went out and made the move for Carson Palmer. It was a nasty situation, but I definitely like Campbell. Jason Campbell was a stud for us with his short time in a Raider jersey. Let me see. I truly believe Gino's going to lead the AFC West this year. That would be crazy. That'd be crazy. I'm not going to jump the gun here and say that because once again, he is a 2-time Pro Bowler, but he's never won a playoff game. I know Herbert hasn't. I know Bo Nix hasn't either, but Patrick Mahomes is still the creme de la creme of that division. So, but we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, man. Hopefully Chip Kelly hopefully his offense just takes the league by storm this year. It'd be fun because he has the minds, he has the brains, the IQ, the football IQ to do it.
Bro,
so we'll see how it looks.
You look at our division. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago as well in terms of the quarterbacks. The quarterbacks in the AFC West make up for the best division with starting quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Mahomes is ranked 7th. Fucking Herbert, overrated as fuck, is 11th. Geno is 12th. Bo Nix is 20th. 3 of those teams made the playoffs last year, y'all. Historically, especially with the head coaches as well, and I've said this time and time again, I think historically this is going to be the best division in the NFL this year. And I'm 1,000% here for it. If 3 teams could make the playoffs out of our division last year, there's no reason we can't fucking make a shot for it this year. But we need to compete in the division first.
Yeah, our division is going to be fun. I'll say Minnesota, Green Bay, Detroit, that division is going to be the line. It's going to be solid. But I do believe that we have the best division in football. But we'll see. Only time will tell, man. He says, man, Graf, you like Jason Campbell? Yeah, I did. Definitely, man. I mean, we won a few games with him. He was kind of a middle of the pack kind of quarterback. You know what I mean? Like, bro, at that point, we had to take what we can get as that. I remember the dark days, bro. It's so funny. I see people crying about today's Raiders, and I'm one of them. I'm crying too, but I remember the dark days. I remember the fucking 2-14s and not being able to get first downs and shit. I remember those teams. So, hey, I would take a Jason Campbell 10 times out of 10 back then because we struggled mightily all the damn time, man. So, and salute to my guy 1644 accuracy, Geno Dots. This is facts. Facts, my brother. So I'm excited to see his accuracy on full display. Yeah, dark decade. It was nasty work. Nasty work. It was really, really tough. I'm actually thankful that some of you guys didn't have to go through those dark times. It was tough. We would put on having to put on football every Sunday and just be prepared to just be miserable and depressed. It was nasty work. 2 forces. I remember the Mark Wilson days, bro. Man, look, man. He said, I don't know, man. 4-13 last. It was pretty dark for sure.
Bro, we were fucking doing mock drafts after week 5. It was fucking dark, man.
Yeah. No, facts. It definitely was. But once again, I don't think that shit had anything to do with some of those darker days in the past, for sure. Let me see. Salute to everybody here in the building. As always, wipe them feet, man. Break them thumbs. Hit the subscribe button if you guys are not subscribed yet. And those numbers came out. Sauce Gardner, 4-year, $120.4 million extension, making him the highest paid cornerback at $30.1 per year, $60 million in guaranteed money. He's now under contract through 2030. So salute to Sauce Gardner with a crazy, crazy, crazy bag and well-deserved. So anything else we got on the way out, man?
Yo, this is dope. Is we still had the screen share up?
Let me see. Was that a rose?
Goodness.
Is it a hot sauce bottle?
Yeah, that's sauce.
Oh shit! I'm like, what the hell is going on, bro? That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. Salute the sauce. Anything on the way out, bro?
I don't think so, man. We covered a lot. We talked about a lot for almost an hour. This was a really good show. Don't need to sign Kolton Miller. Grant will replace him, bro.
Okay, but so Raider report. What happens with this? What if training camp comes around next week and then Kolton actually decides to say, now I'm going to put the pressure on? Because once again, all the cards are in Kolton's hand. Hey, put Charles Grant out there at left tackle his rookie season if you want to. Then what?
If they do that, I'm blaming Raider War Report for that.
Yep, I'm blaming my guy, Raider War Report. You do that, it's all your fault, dog. Straight up. And trust and believe, Charles Grant is not going to be ready to go this year. They probably have to put Mumford at left tackle, and then we'll probably be in for a long ride this upcoming season. So don't want to see it, man. You definitely need to re-sign Kolton Miller. Regardless, give him a modest contract, give him a 2-year extension, and even if Charles Grant beats him out at left tackle in a couple years, hey, man, you can figure it out. Remember, Kolton plays for right tackle as well, UCLA. So, I'm not saying he take DJ Glaze's job at all. I'm just saying that, extend Kolton Miller, man. I don't even know where the hell I was going with that shit. Just pay Kolton Miller. Give him a nice little bag and keep him around for the next few seasons, man. Why not? You know what I mean? Once again, I want to see Charles Grant potentially take that left tackle spot in year 3. And this is year 1. So Kolton has what? 1 year left on his deal? Give him a 2-year extension, that 3rd year team option. And if Grant's ready to go, he's ready to go. You can move on. Simple and plain. So salute to the over 500 people here rocking. As always, salute to everybody watching on Twitter as well. Thank you guys so much. Also, we have the AFC West show tonight. Me, Darcy, and Ben will be covering the AFC West tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific time, updating you guys on everything going on in the AFC West. If you guys can pull up, have some fun, show these other fan bases that we run this division, at least fan base wise. I think that's the easy assumption, right? We are the number 1 fan base in football in general. So show up tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, AFC West breakdown. Hammer, man, what you got going on over there, bro?
Not a goddamn thing. No, look, if there's something to talk about, I will be on. We know, I think everybody now knows how crazy my work schedule is. I truly work like a true Jamaican.
Yes.
Go figure.
Yes.
If something breaks, if there's something to talk about in terms of our Raiders, yes, I will be live at some point this week. I was actually about to pull something up. I don't think I need to pull this up right now, but I just want to confirm something. I'll pull it up anyways. We're days away from the rookies reporting.
Yep.
And we are a week away from the vets reporting. So, hopefully a deal gets done soon. I'm here for it. And look, again, we're a week away. Like, training camp is finally fucking here. I'm definitely going to do my damnedest to be on as much as fucking possible. Try to get these pressers if they're on while I'm home for you guys. You know how we do with that. Preseason is
the presser goat. The presser goat.
And preseason is a couple of weeks or like 2 weeks away. Yeah, you know where we will be.
We'll be covering those games here live with you guys, having some beers and calling the game the way we call them every damn year.
I think we have it. I think I can pull this up real quick. Actually, no, my stream deck doesn't want to cooperate, but we actually already have the scoreboard ready.
Yes.
For this actually
Seattle game.
Oh.
Yep. There
it is, Joe.
Yep.
Hold on. Let's do this the right way for 2 seconds. Don't hate me for this, big bro.
No, do you think? Here I am.
Oh, that overlay is in the way, so it don't matter. But yeah, you guys can already
see. Hold on. Do it again. I'm gonna take that down. Hold on. Boom. Go ahead.
There you guys see it. We're ready to go already. We have our scoreboard. We're good to go come week 1 of the preseason for you guys. So make sure to pull on up. That's one thing. What is this? The 4th season that we're doing games together?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Shit. Time flies.
Time
we will be here for you guys for the preseason and obviously the regular season. I actually got to lock in, what do you call it? The Sunday NFL ticket.
Yeah.
So we'll probably have that done by this coming week and be good for the season.
I see a bunch of people in Hammer. I promise I'm not trying to put you on the spot. We're actually going to have a new Chargers creator sometime soon. You guys, salute to Jake and everything that he's doing. We're working on some things, some new sponsors with the AFC West stuff. So expect somebody to pop up soon to be talking about the Chargers on the AFC West show. So it's nothing against Jake. All love. You already know. Salute to Savage, gifting 5 OLV Raiders Network memberships on the way out. My brother, I appreciate you so much. Salute to all the new members in the building because of my brother Savage. And one more time, do the honor.
Welcome to the dark side.
Love it. Salute to Sav and salute to the soundbite of Uncle Violator, man. Other than that, you guys, as always, appreciate you guys so much. Hope to see you guys tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Graf, don't forget to clown adults. We will definitely do that.
Did you hear that?
What was that?
You didn't hear that go through?
Bro, I thought you farted, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I tried to just like talk over it because I'm like, bro, just really farted on.
That was Mr. Chow. That was for the.
Holla! I didn't hear it.
That was for the super chat, but
I didn't hear it.
We'll get that fixed.
Okay, yeah, bro. I swear to God, bro. I thought you just aired out some shit.
Nah, I'll play it so you hear it the right way, though.
Holla, city of squalor.
There you go.
There you go. It wasn't a fart. It was actually my guy from Hangover. Salute to the chat. And as always, you guys. Oh, one more time. AFC West show tonight. Tomorrow, 4 p.m. Is it 4 p.m.? 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. Me and Sanjeet will be live for our podcast as well. Salute to my guy Sanjeet T. He's been on vacation. He is back and ready to get moving and grooving. We'll be talking everything training camp battles, some players to keep an eye on, so on and so forth. Tomorrow, me and Sanjeet will be live covering everything to training camp. Go ahead, bro.
One more thing. There might be, I'm saying might be, I'm looking at my big brother as I say might be. There might be a special surprise for you guys coming up on Raider Nation News Today's channel, maybe by Monday. Stay tuned, guys.
Yeah. I gotta
stay tuned, guys. We're not saying anything else.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Also, Wasted will be having the Sincere McCormick interview. He had to redo it, you guys. He had to reschedule it. Sincere was ready to go. They had it set up for yesterday, but the floodings in Jersey, Wasted just wanted to make sure that the weather did not interrupt the dope interview that they had planned. So stay tuned, you guys. Sincere will be over there on Wasted's channel very, very soon. But once again, man, the weather just been really bad up there, and he didn't want to make it, a situation where they're live and it was just chaos. So stay tuned for that. But other than that, man, we love and appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you for pulling up and kicking it with us on the latest episode of the Graphic and Hammer Show. On the way out, wipe them feet, break them thumbs, hit the subscribe button. We are outro, y'all. One.